Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Bring It On. Let's head to Lapidus Mortis. Read that before. Into the fray. Good, we need to limber up before we explore the next system anyway. You don't want to risk pulling something.
Is there money to be made? Grovel before the true power of humanity.
Rejoice! Slaughter awaits!
Focus, Van Combs. Focus.
I understand your intent.
I'm on your side, remember?
This tedium is beneath
I find it hard to believe in second chances. I'll brush this off.
A tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent.
I'll see to it. I'll make it happen. You never stood a chance. I won't stand for it. Who, if not me?
The shadows will see.
Your entrails will adorn my blade!
And not a bad try.
Trust me.
Let's test our skills, Glato.
Hey, get him, buddy.
The order is clear.
Vengeance will be swift. I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Nothing stands against me. Naturally.
Oh man.
I hear you moving. No more. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Alright, we'll get in position. I'm going to pull Iliad back as well. We'll form a line right here. Back, we'll stay back one.
I'll make it happen.
Clarify your order.
For the throne's glory. I won't object to it.
If I must.
At your beck and call.
Again, we're gonna wait for them to come to us. Don't need to be hasty. Not that I think it really matters. In fact,
On it. It's as good as done.
An offering of blood. As the tenets demand. As honor ordains. No. Let the blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed. Killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me. I feel nothing, fear nothing. My blade whispers your name.
One of us would be enough.
get him, buddy.
But of course, Lord Captain.
I move as if unseen. Fortune favors the swift. I am not your senior.
It's a temporary setback.
Yeah, I don't know. My party doesn't feel as strong as it was in the first playthrough. The biggest difference being that I don't have Argenta. Also, officers have been nerfed significantly since my first playthrough. Alright, straight into battle. The Eldari. Thanks, buddy. Not that it was gonna hit me next turn anyway, but nice to have a friend. Yeah, that piece of equipment that reduces my range but increases my damage is very limiting. Or make it do. Just means less pot shots. We have this in the bag. To no one's great surprise. Alright, Empyrean Storm. Flagship makes 7 attacks, each of which targets a random enemy in an 8-cell range and deals from 8 to 14 warp damage. It's going to be used once per round, duration plus 1 round for every 10 points of the warp channeler's lore warp skill. Strafe. The flagship fires up its maneuvering thrusters and slides a short distance to one side. I thought they added more skills and levels for the ship. I could be misremembering. I did feel like we're also leveling up the ship faster. Wow, 8 plasteel. Not that I need plasteel. Charred Ruins. Charred ruins have been detected on the planet's surface. The architecture, building materials, layout, and passages betray their Xenos origin. There are currently no signs of Xeno activity on the planet. The ruins seem to be abandoned. Run a detailed scan. The burnt husk of an Imperial shuttle has been found in the heart of the ruins. The pod's remains are badly damaged. We've seen the shuttle smash into the building at full speed, because of the fire that destroyed it. Oh, this is new. Martyr's Temerity. After being rammed, the enemy void ship deals minus 10% less damage and has its hit chance reduced by 15%. Both effects last for 2 rounds. The ship's ramming prow is filled with indomitable fury from the bones of a martyr who fell upon a settlement of abominable Xenos. So there's 2... I wonder what they give us. So we get equipment with the Jais. I'm not sure about Sister Argenta. Maybe Dogmatic? But with 2 having a similar opinion, I mean, that has to be what actually happened. I assume. That's what I usually go with. Icabella claims that the pilot's fierce and fearless spirit has not departed their remains to go to the Undying One. She proposes to honor the hero and decorate the bow of the flagship with their bones, so they may continue to fight the enemies of humanity in death. The servants of the Bloodspun Web solemnly place the bones on the bow plating, while the crew watches the sacred ceremony with awe. The God Emperor has sent them a mighty spirit protector. And a Hulk. A vigilant member of the Augur crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. The ship is unpowered and shows no signs of being crewed. Send out a boarding shuttle. The squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion has laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Eldari corpses. No weapons are found on board, and the dead Xenos, judged by their clothing, are not part of any warrior caste, merely the crew of the now defunct ship. The Xenos Irliet claims to have recognized the symbols on the dead Eldari's clothes. There are civilian refugees from Craftworld Cruderok. Alright, a last chance of Cyrene, or... Latoribum maledicta. Go here first. Plasma Drive crew is begging for help. Thin and graceful warp creatures, laughing merrily, have caused a massacre in the drive bay. More and more people are losing their minds and joining the carnage. This lunacy has to be stopped. I just realized we haven't come across the one servitor random encounter. The Rogue Trader and his retinue will personally go and face these contemptible foes. There's one encounter that leads you to fighting a bunch of servitors on your ship. In the early game, it's actually really difficult random encounter, but it obviously gets progressively easier.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, this is the first time we've seen this one too.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Brace yourself!
A dance of blades and shadows. The shadows will see it done. Death is a blessing.
Embrace excess! Burn monotony!
Quick, quick!
Later, we're undertaking this task.
No!
Rejected.
I am unsatisfied!
It won't take long.
Don't touch me.
I can't stand it!
That is beneath me. If it serves your cause, no weakness is hidden from my sight.
Oh, did not mean to shoot. I was trying to end Alien's turn, but that ability automatically ends it.
This way!
So I wasted a turn. That's okay.
I can handle this.
I'll do what it takes.
My place is at the fort. Indeed. I will do my duty. I'm not interested.
Emperor, protect me!
For now.
Emperor, protect me! Quick, quick!
Naturally. The Emperor is on our side. I'm done with this one.
Minds exist only to be broken!
Emperor, protect me! Look out!
Death comes in silence. Trust me. Come. The other side awaits.
Easy peasy.
Moving into position. Target eliminated. Executed. One less. Executed.
Good job, Salamorn.
Protect me.
Then again, they did line up perfectly for him, so, you know.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Up you go, Abelard.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. I shall not fail. As the tenants demand.
My soul sings.
The shadows will see it done. Trust me. Caught by the web. Killing brings me no pleasure.
I always have a backup plan.
Alright, there is a way out of here, I promise. Just gotta find it. Might be on this side. An unidentified object has been located in the system. The artifact reacts to our transmissions by releasing unknown radiation, most likely of Xeno origin. The cogs are reporting. If you want to get a closer look, we need to close the distance between the vessel and the object. Sure, we'll check it out. So this is a little interesting. We don't have any mechanisms right now. My initial playthrough, I couldn't get people for the life of me until we took Dargonis. So mechanisms, I think we'll just get a bunch of those from Calva Gamma. It all depends on whichever one you're doing last. I guess provisions would be Yanis. At first it looked like the snowy and desolate planet was devoid of surprises. But the yellow and orange flickering of the lumens and the notifications from the auger system informed the officers there was a small colony that survived in spite of the harsh climatic conditions. All attempts to hail the colony have failed. Send out a scouting party. The explorers report the dismal condition of the settlement and its inhabitants. The skin is translucent and pale. Their icy blue eyes see practically no color. Their language is rough and guttural. Their stomachs cannot tolerate anything except a stew made from the local roots and mosses. And yet they are subjects of the Imperium, still loyal to the Emperor. They have mistaken your people for his emissaries. Find out what happened to the world. The local elders woefully reminisced about times long gone. Most of them were still sheltered in their mothers' wombs when snow first settled in the verdant fields. Hail ruined the crops and frost hardened the soil. Plants and large beasts that could not sustain themselves were the first to go. They were soon followed by birds and other small animals. Most people in large cities perished, unable to warm themselves and their families. They say the governor and his entourage left the world in the first days of winter, taking all the provisions and fuel with them. No one responded to the pleas from this dying world. The stars remained deaf to the messages transmitted by the planet's Vox stations. These abandoned subjects of the Imperium still managed to save the machines and other valuables, but they were of little use without a supply of promethium. And yet those who survived eventually adapted to the tribulations that the God Emperor had bestowed upon them. Give the unfortunate people a gift of promethium and send tech priests to perform the rites of generator maintenance. When the maw of the first generator belched forth a furious roar and black ash started falling from the sky instead of snow, the locals laughed and danced, trying to warm their limbs after decades of cold. They called down blessings upon their unseen savior, a rogue trader from the Von Vlancis dynasty, and thanked the God Emperor for the fortuitous encounter. The explorer's departure was accompanied by shouts of grateful approval, not to mention their many parting gifts. Do what good you can. Xeno Artifact. This might be the one with the book event. Yeah. Region Cineris Maleficum. Material Eternal Void Ship Communications Log. Lookout Bridge. We have an unknown object dead ahead. Not an asteroid, fully artificial in nature, but it's larger than Footfall Station. Bridge. Copy that. Report relayed to officer on duty and pilots. Lookout. Expect visual soon. Bridge. We have visual. What the incoherent whispering? Bridge. Lookout. This is the Vox Master. I'm adding the pilots, senior officers, and the Lord Captain to this channel. His Lordship wishes to assume personal command. Lookout. Lord Captain. We requested intel on the object from the Augur Array module. Awaiting their response. Lord Captain on the line. No need to engage the augurs. I know what it is. It's called a webway gate. Which there shouldn't even be a check for. We have Owlcat in the party. Officer Station. Van Calix here. What we see before us is a webway gate. An artifact that Xenos used to get to their sorcerous realm, so to speak. So actually the Emperor wanted to put humanity in the webway as well. That was the whole plan with the Golden Throne. It allows Eldari to get around the sector quickly, and serves as a hideout for their most unpleasant tribe, the drukhari, whom we have already met. Officer Station. Owlcat here. This gate is just like the one you saw on the Leviathan. The children of Assyrian wandered the void through such constructs, erected in ancient times. Any ship that passes through such a portal will enter a tangle of paths fathomable to none but my kin. Is there an augur report? Bridge. According to available data, the object consists of an unknown material foreign to the Imperium. The engineers do not know how this technology works, and are staggered by this Xeno heresy. And it's Wraithbone. What is the senior officer's take on this? Already read that. Can we activate this device somehow? Bridge. Requesting response from the Enginarium. Bridge. Apologies, Lord Captain. The tech priests have refused to even consider such a possibility. It'd be a violation of the Omniscience tenets, an extremely dangerous undertaking. Bridge. Perhaps a certain companion of yours could. Officer Station. Even if I knew the secret of this gate, I'd never surrender it to the Monkai. Webware is our kin's sacred refuge, and a deadly trap to those such as you, Elentok. Alright, enough mysteries. We're changing course and moving out. Bridge. Yes, Lord Captain. Maneuver engines, changing course. Bridge. Urgent report from the engine series on the auger deck. Detecting an energy spike of an unknown nature. Cogitator network overloaded. Peripheral systems offline. Lookout. Confirming visual changes. The gate. What is that? Lookout. Lord Captain. We're detecting activity near the object. Observations indicate the signatures are very similar to ships, Lord Captain. Xeno ships. Yeah, fire the sacred ordnance on one of the targets. Bridge. Order received. Executing now. Lookout. Target hit. One of the Xeno ships has fallen. Glory to the rogue trader. Wait, what's that? Lookout. Lord Captain, alert. Another Xeno ship inbound. Must be a boarding party. Bridge. What? Where did it come from? Lookout. It was hiding nearby. It closed in undetected while we're distracted by the construct. It's right by us. It's aiming for the engines module. Bridge. Lord Captain. Emergency. Confirming contact with the enemy ship in the engine area. Confer...
The throne protects the faithful. It is the Emperor's will for us to crush them.
Look at that. That ability's already paying for itself. Leave no trace of their filth, rogue trader. That was super easy. I feel like I'd have so much trouble the first time I did that. I feel like I had a lot more trouble. Lord Captain, we have dealt with the void ships of these beasts, but a Xenos boarding party has landed on this ship. They're advancing steadily toward the plasma drive. The enforcers are being overrun. They're asking for reinforcements. If we do not help them, this filth will destroy our vessel from the inside. But we can't have that.
Your efforts to bring order only lead to greater ruin. If you would accept the world in its imperfect state, it would ease your existence.
It would ease your existence, Xenos, if this servant of the Lex gave way to weakness and heeded your foul talk. But that is not going to happen.
Lacerated bodies in tattered coveralls bearing the initials of the Void Ship Dynasty that serves as section.
Rise to the top or get left in the
That's why you
dust.
jump over.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Who cut off the power? We'll try.
Too hard for a simple monkey.
More Mankai. Look, my kin, they can't wait to die. What's taking so long with the engine? Mankai are already here. Yeah, whatever you say, Conehead. Do not rush me, or I'll perish alongside them.
Xenos scum! You don't belong in this galaxy.
I can hear your pulse, little thing.
This tedium is beneath me. If I must. I am not your Xenos.
Bow to me.
Don't worry, guys, I will eventually get a turn.
My ears are ringing.
Boy, will they be in trouble then.
As honor, death is a blessing. I can hear a whisper. Trust me.
Your last stroke of luck. You will pay for this in blood. Woe to you.
Look upon me, Kalametra Kane.
I will not die in dishonor.
Let's test our skills, Glato.
You call this a strike?
I'll take it as a priority. Target eliminated.
is here.
Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
For the throne's glory.
It will be done. Victory is imminent. Indeed.
What pleasure.
Alright, Elliot, might move you forward.
If it serves your cause.
You've unleashed my fury.
Pay with your blood in the name of Kaela Menshake!
Same with your pain, Monkai.
What an thing.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
I shall not fail.
Your last stroke of luck.
Come, the other side awaits.
Foul breath. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Inflict the pain.
I always get the job done. You will pay for this in blood.
Who needs enemies when you have friends like those?
Hold the formation.
One of us would be enough.
Rex, go do something productive.
I won't object to it. I won't go down easy. Your reckoning is due.
Taste.
Naturally.
I will tear your heart out.
Someone's death wish is mine to grant.
A man in an officer's uniform is kneeling and scrabbling around in the mess of blood and dirt on the floor. As soon as you draw nearer, you hear his feverish muttering. No, no, no. Where is he? Where is my son? The lower half of the officer's face is grimy with some strange substance too pale and lumpy to be blood. The officer pays you no attention. His eyes are fixed on the floor. Wait. He's an operational officer from Deck 67-3. Not from one of the local clans, which is why I remember him. Help me bring up the new recruits from the planet. What is he doing here? Examine the officer's face. You take another step toward the man and peer into his face. Blue veins bulge under his scab-mottled skin, and his bloodshot eyes are darting in every direction, sometimes rolling back into his head so that only the whites are visible. The strange stuff covering the officer's face is lumpy pink slime mixed with blood that is streaming from his disfigured nose. Pointed the patch on the man's sleeve. Your crew is not stationed in this section. Explain yourself. Something shifts in the officer's expression. The feverish gleam in his eyes goes out. Tacitus, my boy. Swamp devils dragged him off. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm looking for my son. The Emperor's valiant guards came to save my boy. I showed them where the swamp devils dragged Tacitus. I led them right here like they asked. They'll make short work of the nest of those beasts, and I keep looking for my boy in the meantime. Master, will you help? The man's face contorts into a monstrous grimace, a mixture of pain, hope, and madness. I mean, darn if this officer has a son. Perhaps he did once. They embarked without any family in tow. Abelard sighs heavily. He's cracked, the poor wretch. I believe this Monkai is not here by chance. He has been in the clutches of the Dark Ones. His current state may be the bitter fruit of time spent alongside those masters of torment and madness. Your son is not here. What? The man tries to stand up, but he slips and falls back to his knees. No, no. There is still hope. Tacitus can't have fallen into the devil's hands just like that. The guards will save him. They have to. The officer's gaze suddenly clears, and he seems to be aware of where he is. His bloodied face slowly stills in horror. Emperor, preserve us. The man sneezes. The lower half of his face is coated anew with the slime streaming from his nose. The officer casts you a pleading look. What is this nightmare scene? I was leading the Emperor's guards to the Swamp Devil's nest across the marshlands of my homeworld. But instead of that, I was showing the way to them? He points to the corpse of the Xenos with a trembling hand. Hallucinations. A heretical mirage. The guards, they weren't very chatty. One of them called me something strange. Monkai, I think. I heard them talking among themselves. Something about seizing the ship. Don't let them through. Through to where, I don't know. Oh, it's coming over me again. Tell me about these hallucinations. When did they start? I don't remember. It's so strange. It's like I'm here and I'm there at the same time. But I remember many watches ago, a visit from a guardsman, after the Swamp Devils attacked, it seemed. He treated my injuries, did something to my face, and said that his comrades would come and do what they had to do. When the rest of them came, they told me to show them the way to the nest. But we're on the ship. Where did I take them? A furrow appears between Heinrich's brows as he considers this. It sounds like a mental distortion, the work of Xenos. Drukhari are capable of ensnaring their prey without shackles or fetters. They twist and violate their victim's mind using unholy instruments. Your subject has been forced to experience a nightmare from the past in order to wreak a nightmare upon the present. Iliad's mouth twists. Our cousins are adept at creating concoctions that turn sentient beings into mere beasts shrieking in agonizing pain. Sometimes the effect is quick. Sometimes it leaves just enough time for the victims to divulge all that they know. Abelard clutches his head. Motive force struck me down. I think I've got it. The Xenos that the crew smoked out during the recent warp jump. This poor madman must have taken him for a guardsman. Remember, Lord Captain? The enraged drukhari who had bent several crew members to his will. Interesting. The interrogator's face takes on a strange expression, stoic sufferance and grim humor. How many more like him are roaming the decks waiting for their new masters to give them an order? At least they do not have any means of remote communication. A small comfort, but comfort nonetheless. You're clearly seriously injured. You must be taken to the infirmary. The man raises his hand as though requesting permission to speak. Don't. I don't deserve to live after what I've done. My mind is probably corrupted for good already. Even now I'm looking at you, and I can see behind you the marsh where Tacitus vanished. Let the officer slip into the hallucination. I think I hear your son calling you. What? Tacitus. Man laughs weakly, his eyes now fully clouded with madness. Tacitus, my boy, I'm coming. The officer's body slides to the floor and convulses for a time before going still. Despite his agonizing death, the dead man's face shows no signs of suffering. He had found peace before the end. You bend over the body. Despite the numerous bloodstains on his skin and clothes, the officer had not been seriously wounded. The only noticeable injury is on his face. His nose is disfigured, and a red slimy substance is streaming from it, staining his mouth and chin. Contact the Voxmaster. Take the body to the infirmary and try to identify the cause of this madness.
Keep your wits about you.
This bomb produces short electromagnetic pulses that disable power grids and devices. It is strong enough to take out the power of a whole city district or several void ship sections.
Easy.
Use the charge. Easy peasy. As far as looting the bodies, we can do that after, or when we get to leave this area. Even from behind the meters-thick wall of the reactor, you hear the breath of the mighty plasma beast that sets the void ship in motion.
Is there money to be made?
Judging by the bodies of the Xenos, the void ship's crew fought the raiders with some amount of success. Guard carbine. Probably will be that.
Let us not dawdle.
Alright. So they did reuse this map. This is the same map that we used during Bella's quest. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time, we're going to do some housekeeping. We're going to level up, do some faction trading, check in on our colonies. I don't think we can do anything without mechanisms yet anyway, but it's worth a look. And then explore that last system where we're currently at. Then we're going to start heading towards Calva Gamma. So, pretty packed plan. The 7 P's of success. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Alright, but either way for now, I'm going to call it here. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.